50 comedy performers.
To part 2 of the best of blind date. You know, I went on a blind date once. Can you believe that? No. Why not? Oh, you are cruel to Auntie Scylla, but I did go on a blind date once, but never again. Never again. My girlfriend, Pat, who fixed it, said my date was going to be a combination of Harrison Ford, Michael Douglas, Richard Gere. There was only one problem. He'd lost the combination. Oh. But the thing I love about blind dating, and I'm sure you do too, is when the couples come back after being on a date and they tell us all about what they thought about each other on the couch. Don't you love that? Yeah. And it's all about making an impression. Unfortunately, it's not always the right one.
And he was wearing a suit and a red tie, a thin red tie for the show, if you remember. And I think thin ties are very dodgy on men. Very, very dodgy. Because there's sort of men who wear thin ties, usually very smooth, very like, okay, chicks. I'm here, it's happening. Well, in actual fact, they're not there and nothing's happening.
He was quite nice, wasn't he?
Sorry?
Watch me lips, he was quite nice, wasn't he, Sue?
Well, Sally, if I had the opportunity to speak to this man again, it would be through a medium.
When I first saw Matthew, I thought he looked like a Christmas tree, typical type, you know, white socks, painted shoes. I suspect he's got tattoos everywhere. Big clock in his hand, you know, that tells you time, sings his birthday and everything else.
There's this horse, I'm not joking. I mean, it was like something out of a cartoon film. I mean, he had a slumped back and a big belly and its legs were buckling. And this ugly face.
And he was great. He was better looking than Matthew, which I was quite pleased about.
I wish I'd picked one of the other guys. But I was determined to have a good day. I thought he probably looked quite good fun. But he did look a bit of a wally.
All day long I've been admiring how nice her long, shiny, red, manicured nails were. And one thing happened in the casino which made me laugh. I don't think she was too pleased when she put her hand on the roulette table and this nail just sort of flew off. Underneath, this white stub-chewed nail.
Well, my hopes were slightly down as I was expecting my answer to Prince Andrew on the other side, and all I got was this hairy DJ from Birkenhead.
Seeing the other two ladies who walked past, I'd imagine Alison would have head-turning good looks. Unfortunately, this wasn't the case.
She was a very attractive girl. I mean, she was blonde, blue eyes, big. What more could you ask for? I think she was more attractive from a distance than she was up close.
Perhaps if he sort of drives up through the Lake District one day and breaks down on the M6 or something, you know, and gives me a ring, he's welcome to put his tent up in the garden, but I think that's as far as it'll go.
I think he is definitely a male chauvinist pig. As well as a prat and an idiot and a wally.
The best thing about it is definitely a sense of humour. In fact, that's the only good thing about it.
I'm sure Stephen will end up with somebody. I think, and the best person he'd probably end up with is Nora Batty.
When I say he's a Mills and Boon character, now, in my time, I have